this tutorial, we're going to dive into the Google Docs and talk a little bit about all of the different features and options you have with using Google Docs. I've already gone ahead and signed into my Google account and I'm inside my Drive. If you're not sure how to sign into your Google Drive or how to sign into Google Chrome, then I suggest watching my Getting to Know Your Google Drive video, and there I'll go over using Chrome and signing into your Google account. But once you have signed in, you will now go ahead and go into your Drive, and this is where we'll go ahead and create our Google Docs. Now I just have to click on the plus new sign button here, and from there I have the drop-down menu that gives me the option of going into Google Docs. And from here, I can go ahead and either select a blank document or if I want to select a template. Now let's go check out templates for a second. Google Doc templates, because we are signed in through an organizational account, I can create templates that are specifically for my organization that I can find here, or just general templates that you can find throughout Google Docs. And I can select either one that I want to use. Now in our case, we're just going to go and just select a regular blank document. So I'll go back to my docs and choose blank document to open up the Google Doc. So here we have our blank Google document, and I'm going to go and just go through some of your options that you have here from your toolbar menu. You'll see that up at the top it says Untitled Document, and I'll go ahead and just type in whatever I want to type in for the title of my doc. That's automatically going to save as my document title. Next to my title, you see my little star here. I can easily just click on the star to go ahead and add this doc to my starred options within my Google Drive. And just click on it again if I want to unselect that. And this folder here allows me to move my doc to a different area in my Drive. So if I created this doc just within my Drive and now I want to move it to a specific folder, I can do that by just clicking on this folder right next to the title. So everything has really easy access within a Google Doc. You'll see that Google Doc is very similar to Microsoft Word. This is Google's word processing application, so it does work very similar to Word. If you know how to work in Word, then using Google Docs would not be that difficult for you. You have your undo and redo options. This is your spelling and grammar check option here. You'll change your font and your font size, bolding, italics, underline. You're able to highlight your doc. This allows you to insert hyperlinks to your doc if need be. You are able to insert images, and you'll see that you have different options from where to bring in your images, either from you're uploading an image from your computer, if you're searching an image on the web, or if you're bringing in an image from your Google Drive or taking a picture using your camera. You have all of these options to be able to insert images. This controls your alignment for your document, line spacing, if I want to add a numbered list or bullets, and increase or decrease my indents, I can do that all from my toolbar here at the top. This drop down allows me to change my mode on my Google document. So editing mode is by default the regular mode if I'm just typing a document, but perhaps if I'm viewing someone else's document and I don't necessarily want to type into the document itself to make any changes, I can edit on suggesting mode. And that way all of my edits are actually now suggestions. And when I type them in, you'll see that they're highlighted in this green outline. And when a person views these suggestions, they'll be able to see them, and they can either click check to accept the suggestion and bring it into the doc, or they can reject the suggestion and it'll disappear. And then finally, the other mode is just the viewing mode, which allows me only to just look at the doc and not create any type of changes within it. Up at the top, we have two icons. This one is our view history. Now, because I haven't shared this document with anybody, I don't have any history here. But if I shared my document with other people, I can actually see who opened up the doc and who viewed it. And this allows me to see to make sure that whoever I shared my document with was actually viewed. And this opens up the comment history. So any comments that were made on this document, I can then look at all of the comments that were made through the comment history. And this is our share button where I can then share my document to specific people, or by just getting a general link that will allow me to share my document to view or to edit, either within my organization or with anyone who has the link. So everything is really easily accessible from your toolbar up at the top of your Google Doc. Let's go ahead menu by menu here and take a look at some of the other features that we have in Google Docs. If I go to File, I'll also see that I have the option to share from file, and I can also create new file types if I need to. I can make a copy of a document if I have a document that is viewable that was shared with me and I want to make a copy of it. I can do that through File, and I can also download my file onto my computer in different formats. You'll see that I can download my Google Doc as a Microsoft Word document onto my computer. I can download it as a PDF. Or just a plain text, whatever it is that I need. I have many different options to be able to download my file onto my computer. The File menu also allows me to track my version history. And let me go ahead and actually go onto a document that has some kind of text on it already. And if I go to the version history here and see the version history, I will be able to see all of the different edits that have been made on this Google Doc from the very beginning to step by step, all of the different additions that have been made within the document. Now, this is great, especially when you are working collaboratively. If I share my document with other people and they have all added to the document, I can go to the version history and I will then be able to see not only my name, but I'll be able to see everyone else's name who edited the doc, and they will have a different color, and I will be able to see all of the different edits that were made by each individual person. As a teacher, it's great because I can see when students are working collaboratively, I can actually see which students did what on the document. And if for any reason any mistake was done or something was deleted that wasn't supposed to be, I can go back into the version history and go back to previous versions and restore old versions if I need to. So the version history really is something valuable to have, especially when you're working collaboratively with other people. And this is something that you'll be able to access using not only Google Docs, but you'll have version histories available to you using slides, sheets. We'll also have a version history for you to use. So within the File menu, I will also be able to directly email anybody who I want to collaborate within the document. I can set the language that I want, and then my page setup will go ahead and let me format the size of my document if I need to. The Edit menu very simply lets you undo or redo and paste different things within your document. Your View mode will let you customize what it is that you want to show within your document as you're working on it. Inserting, as we looked at before, you can insert images, but I'm also able to insert and create tables, different types of drawings. I can either bring in a drawing from my Google Drive, or I can create a new drawing from within the document itself. I'm also able to bring in charts either from existing sheets or create new ones within the document, as well as equations and special characters. I'm able to insert a number of different things within my Google Doc. Formatting, very similar to the formatting that we see within the toolbar. You also have it from the drop-down menu that allows you to format your text, your different paragraph styles, aligning and indenting, your line spacing, all of the different formatting within your doc can be found within the Format menu. We also have tools. You've got your basic spelling and grammar tools, and I'm also able to either turn those off or on. So it's not something that I need to keep on my doc if I don't want to. Word count. The Explore tool is like a built-in research tool. If I want to search something on the internet, I can do that by using the Explore tool. It also lets me access the Explore tool down at the bottom of my doc as well at any time, using a dictionary. And I can also translate my document. If I want to translate my document into different language, I can go ahead and use Translate Document, and it'll go ahead and do that for me with creating a separate doc with my new translation. Add-ons are creations. They're created by developers that work within the application itself, and you can find add-ons for Google Docs, for slides, for sheets, for forms. They all have different add-ons, and these can be diagrams. They have bibliography add-ons, and if I just click on Get Add-ons, it'll actually open a menu where I can browse and search the different add-ons that are available to me within my Google Doc, and I just have to select it. And once I select whatever add-on I want, I can go ahead and just add it into my doc. And then anytime I click on add-ons, I'll be able to see all of the different add-ons that I have added into my doc and access them and use them if I need to. So basically, the last thing I want to go over are using comments, and I can use comments in different ways. I can either just highlight whatever it is on the document that I want to comment on, and you'll see that automatically once I start highlighting, a little comment icon is going to show up, and I can type in my comment. Or I can go ahead and click on the comment on the toolbar at top. However, it is easier for you, but I can add these comments for whoever needs to view it. If I want to specifically add a comment for a specific person and I want them to be able to know that I've commented on their document or on whatever file it is that I'm commenting on, one great way to do it is by assigning it as a task, and that we can do by just typing in the plus sign, and then you'll probably see a drop down of different people that you'll be able to add. But if I just type in that person's name, that person's email address, I can go ahead and assign them something. So that plus mention is going to add people to this discussion, and they're going to receive an email that I've added a comment that I want them to be able to view. And that's just one way to ensure that the comments that you're making are actually being viewed by the people that you need them to see it. So basically, this is just a quick overview of using Google Docs. The best way is to kind of just go in there and start playing around with it. But once you start working with Docs, you'll see that it's very easy to use, and these features will allow you to be able to create the different documents that you'll need. Thanks for watching.